back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is so nice to see you today. So today I feel like I'm melting. It is so hot in the UK at the moment. Usually it's kind of drizzly and overcast in the UK. Anybody who's visited here will attest to that. And so when it gets a bit hot and sunny, we just don't know what to do with ourselves. We're either outside in bikinis and topless, if they're guys, and getting sunburned, or like me, we're huddled inside with a big thing of water, trying to stay hydrated and keep sane. It's very difficult when you have chronic illnesses. It's very difficult to feel well when it's too hot or too cold. So today I woke up feeling dreadful. So if you want to cheer me up, why don't you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, don't forget to ring that little bell so you're always notified when I upload, and that would make me a very happy person today, because I'm recording this when I'm not feeling well at all. But this was kind of not triggered. Triggered is the wrong word. Let me pull it up. We were having a conversation in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in for blogging, and one of the girls there, Melissa, and I got talking, and I said something about community, and she said she would love to hear more about what I had to say about that. And I thought I would kind of get into it today, because it makes me really sad that we don't have community anymore. My husband's mum lives in a street that she moved into when she got married to his dad, so they've lived there since like the early 60s. This house was newly built, and all the families that moved into the street have always been there, and they're a proper little community. They all know each other, they all know each other's names. It's really nice. If you need anything, they're just there for each other. And when I think about it, I know the neighbours to both sides of me, and that's it. I don't know the rest of the street. Now, to be fair to me, I'm housebound mainly. I don't go out very often, so I don't often see people. But still, it makes me sad to think that, you know, people in the street who know that I'm disabled and I don't get to go out much, they don't pop round, they don't come to see me, they don't come to check on me, and little things like that I think are what we're missing. But the bigger picture that I wanted to talk about was social media, because, now don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of social media. In fact, all the links are down below for you to follow me, because I do love getting to know people and chitty-chatting on Twitter and Instagram. I love taking pictures of my dog. But I will definitely say social media has kind of made us miss a little bit. What it was trying to do was bring people closer together, and what it's actually done is kind of the opposite, I feel. I see a lot of people arguing. When I'm on Twitter, I see a lot of people who are standing up for disabled people, or they're talking about Trump, or they're talking about immigration or whatever, like all these hot topics, and they start arguing and they lose the point they're trying to make. Now, we naturally as humans are pack animals, a bit like dogs, hyenas, I can't think of other pack animals, elephants, they're pack animals as well. So naturally we want to be in a community, we want to be in a little pack and feel safe, because it's safer that way in case I know with dinosaurs, I know people went around at the same time as dinosaurs, just bear with me. So we knew that we wouldn't get eaten by dinosaurs. So, because we're pack animals, we naturally want approval. We want approval because that means that we'll fit in with everybody else, we'll get to stay in the pack, we'll be safe. But what's that's meant now is that we have little packets of communities, like we have the LGBTQ community, and then within that we have people who call themselves all these different titles and names and genders and everything, and they get into their little groups and they argue amongst themselves, and then you've got people of different colours and from different countries, and we're all kind of vying to get into our community. But once we get into that community, what are we doing? I'm a small YouTuber, I'm a blogger. So a little while ago they changed the rules that people could get monetized. So I don't know what the rules were before. I never started this channel to get monetized. I just kind of wanted to get my confidence back and become part of the human race again. But when they changed the rules, everyone panicked. All the small YouTubers were like, quick, everyone subscribe to us and watch our videos so we can get, you know, and everyone just kind of goes, oh. And people started sharing each other and helping one another, and now that's kind of gone. When I watch a video, if I like it a lot, I will go through and find the video if it's been tweeted out, and I will tweet it, retweet it, or I'll tweet it if it hasn't been. Because it's important. People, that's how people, you know, that's how they help one another, I think, is by doing that. I want other people to be raised up. I want other people to feel good about themselves and to feel happy and to get their dreams coming true. I really think that we need to start thinking community and not just thinking selfishly. Like, oh, I want to... Okay, if I was thinking selfishly, I'd be like, I'm going to share this person's YouTube channel in the hope that they will see that I've shared them and they will share my YouTube channel. And then we'll keep sharing each other, and then we'll both get bigger. Maybe I'll be bigger than them and it'll be so cool, yada yada yada. That would be me thinking selfishly. That's not going to get me anywhere in life. Yes, I might get numbers, but it'll be hollow. It won't feel good. Because that's come from like an approval, competitive kind of place. Does that make sense? I also am subscribed to a lot of blogs, and I will share their posts. I read them, and then if I'm like, oh, this is inspiring, I want to share it, I will share it on Twitter. Some people say thank you, some people don't. It doesn't really matter to me. There's some people who share my blog posts and I'm very appreciative, but I don't expect it. Kind of struggle with the whole wanting to get something out of things, and I think that's where we're going wrong. And I'll write more cohesively about this in my blog post about this, which I will link down below. Don't worry, it will make more sense than this word vomit. But yeah, I kind of feel like we're all out for ourselves. Like, think about it. You live in a street. How many lawnmowers are there on that street? I would bet that every single household has got its own lawnmower. How many kettles? How many washing machines? How many ovens? Everybody's got their own thing. And even within houses, how many televisions have people got? People have televisions in multiple sitting rooms, in multiple bedrooms, so we can all be in our own separate place and watch what we want to watch. We don't think to ourselves, okay then. So we're on the street, we don't mow the lawn at the same time, so why don't we just have one lawnmower and share it between us? Why don't we help one another garden? Why don't we make it a little community project? Does that make sense? So I want us to start changing this. I want this to start being something that stops. So how are we going to make this happen? So it's very difficult. The two things that I've been studying recently, one is TIKKUN, sorry. I hope I'm saying this right. And that's Hebrew for world repair. and Karma Yoga, which is one of the 4 branches of yoga, which is the path of unselfish action. If you put those together, it's doing things for the world to repair and for people in general as a big, massive globule of community without expecting anything in return. Karma has been like kind of misused a lot, so people think, oh, if that person does me bad, then something bad's going to happen to them. That's not actually what karma is. Karma is devoting yourself to serving others. My way of doing that is sharing people's blogs and sharing people's YouTube channels, but I'm not doing it in order to get back anything. I just want to help other people. So when you think about that, you've got to think, right, how are we going to make this happen? It's easier than it's ever been, really, when you think about it. We have the internet now. We have YouTube, so we could all make YouTube channels, really, in a way, and help one another and all watch each other and see what interests us. I follow a lot of different people, from like comedy kind of places to vlogs to people who just talk about like business and stuff like that, to fashion, and all of those different communities are all connected because I like all of those things. We all connect each other up. It's like the now I'm an L Word fan. It's like the board that Shane and Alex, where they basically got this whiteboard and they wrote her name, and then she went off with everyone she'd slept with, and then from that she added in everyone they'd slept with and everyone they'd slept with, and it kept going, and in the end everybody in their community is connected, and even people outside of the community, because and things like that, before they came out. I remember at the time it just really impacted me, and all I wanted was to see all this, how we're all connected. It's a bit like that 6 Degrees from Kevin Bacon kind of thing, you know. So there's 3 main ways that I try and make this happen. One of them I've already told you. It's sharing blogs, sharing YouTube videos that I like, because I want the people that I watch to get more followers, to get more, to be bigger, you know. I want to build those people up. So that's one way of doing it. Another way is to just smile at strangers. And if you see somebody on the street and you're like, oh, I like that girl's dress or whatever, as long as it's not in a creepy manner. I've done this a lot. I remember I was on holiday once, and 2 women were coming towards me, and I realised one of them was transgender. And as she came up, she'd got some tights on and this really pretty dress, and these tights were beautiful, like the pattern on them were really nice, but she looked really uncomfortable. So as she passed, I said, oh, I love your tights, and we had a little exchange. But when I looked, they were like a different person. They were like smiling, and their face was, you know, their body posture was different. You don't know the difference that you smiling or you giving somebody on the train a little compliment, not in a creepy way. Do not be creepy, okay? Guys, don't be going telling girls that they've got nice legs and things like that. No, that's just not, no. Stop with the catcalls, stop with all of that. That's not what I'm talking about. So, genuine, if you see somebody and you like their hat or you think their car's cool or whatever, just tell them. Smile at people, be kind. And the last things would be just being kind, expecting nothing in return. A lot of people get karma wrong because they think if they give out good, they're going to get good back. It does work in a way, but people are getting it wrong because they are doing it to get something back. You should just do nice things because you want to be nice to other people, and You want to spread awareness of niceness. There's nothing wrong with being nice. I think a lot of the time we see people are fighting and attacking one another and being nasty on social media, and it really makes my heart hurt, because I think, wow, you know, these people are probably in different countries, probably have different lifestyles, different life experiences, and they could learn so much from one another. Instead they're just arguing, calling one another names, pointing out that somebody spelt you are wrong, you're wrong, supposed to have the apostrophe, all that kind of thing. It's not being kind. So I just wanted to come here today while I'm not feeling well and just say to you, it's okay to be kind, and that if we can all just pay it forward, and we can all just be a little bit nicer and think a little bit before we speak, and think of how our actions will domino onto somebody else, then maybe we'll have less depression, maybe we'll have less problems. People will be able to speak up if they feel depressed. People will be able to come around to your house and say, you know what, I'm really struggling today, and you can make them a cup of tea and have a little chat, and it will make all the difference. I don't know, but as a mental health advocate, I have to say that for me, as somebody who struggles with depression and loneliness is a big thing. I'm home alone most of the time, and nobody comes to check on me, nobody pops round, nobody comes for a cup of tea. It's very, very rare anybody ever does any of those things, and if they did, it would make all the difference to my mental health. And just imagine that old lady who lives down the street who has nobody come and visit her. Imagine if you just pop round with some cake and a cup of tea. Imagine what difference you could make to that person's life by just cheering them up. We have charities that are set up to do this now, that you can sign up for, like voluntarily. I'm sure if you go to your local library you'll be able to find out these sorts of things. People are trying to get this back and trying to be kind, but why does it need to be left to a charity as kind of a thing that people are doing? Why not just do it, you know? So I definitely reach out to you all and say, just pay it forwards a little bit. Let's just be a bit kinder. So if you read a blog post, if you watch a YouTube video, if you like something, put your thumb up, share it, leave a comment, just be kind. Let's help one another to be more creative and happier, and let's repair this world that's really, really, really broken and disjointed. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it makes a difference in any small way, if it helps you. And if you do any of these things yourself, definitely leave comments down below of like how you spread kindness, and how you pay it forwards. And let's get some ideas going. Let's make this a thing. Let's make this a thing, and let's, you know, be excited about it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're all having a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.